The serial killer glasses.
They're right here. I'm all set. Ooh, it says we're live.
You need to put them on to really, get that pissed off look of,
Hi, children.
really not creepy at all.
Not creepy at all. Oh, God. Why do I look... What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the link, okay?
You're watching a Wix commercial?
It's because it's what popped up, genius.
Why are you watching a Wix commercial? Why is everything blurry? At least that looks blurry. Is it blurry or is it just where I'm sitting? These are not trifocals. No, bifocals. It's either near or far.
Are you calling yourself an old person?
Yes, I am an old person.
Oh boy. They're my dad in that department.
How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to play with the printer a little bit and hopefully get the thing to print better. So, as some of you may have noticed last time, we ended our print a little bit early because it quit extruding. The reason why it quit extruding is because there's a great big clog, and I bet you don't even have that piece of plastic you yanked out, do you?
No, because it got stuck in the PTFE, but I got it out somehow.
He got it out somehow. So,
ain't saying how I did it, though. It wasn't pretty.
What it was, this little... that connector there slid out.
Thanks for coming this close to taking my eyeball out. Should I pull out my safety glasses again?
I left mine in the car.
I got mine in the box somewhere.
Anyway, the thing worked out. You can't see it, but there's little nicks all the way down this tube where it like moved until it just created its own little plug in there, and it didn't extrude no more. So now we're going to go ahead and replace the fittings. Our friend Aaron, not Aaron, but Aaron.
The other Aaron.
The other Aaron.
Yeah.
He gave me a link to these where you get this Capricorn-like tubing. I say Capricorn-like because I don't think it's really Capricorn.
It probably is.
Or you can get the PTFE tubing. It's all inside this package. And it comes with two different size push connectors. What are these things called?
They're like pressure fittings.
It's supposed to be a little bit better quality than what's on there. So we're going to go ahead and give those a shot on here. And I'm going to go with the big ones. And I'm going to screw it down. Then I'm going to back it off a turn or two. Should I use the same tubing or should I use a different piece of tubing?
I would use a new piece of tubing. I mean, shoot, why don't you use the Capricorn-like tubing while we're at it? I mean, if you're going to go through all the effort, might as well see if it's any good or not.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
you got some nippers around here anywhere? I saw the blue ink pen. I thought that was the nippers, but it wasn't.
I took all the random crap that was on the desk in the box, so let me grab them.
Yes, I love the big ones. How you doing, Aaron? Aaron is in the house.
His house.
The hizzle.
Yeah, he's in the hizzle for shizzle, manizzle.
Hey, you said the last part. I didn't.
And we're going to drop it like it's real hot in here.
You're dirty. It is very hot in here, by the way.
We should turn the fan on or just open the door.
How hot did it get here today?
Earlier when I was in here with the temperature gun, it was saying it was like 80 some odd degrees on the roof in here.
Wow.
Which is pretty accurate because it is bloody hot in here.
That's a pretty decent length. It's what, a little over 3 feet, almost 4 feet?
That's about a meter, and they gave you 2 of those?
Yeah, 2 of them. And then a length of the, or 2 lengths of the other. That's not bad.
Thinking you're building like some super Bowden machine or something.
I guess. I want to see if I can reuse these zip ties because I just don't feel like it. Plus I'm cheap.
You just don't want to make a bigger mess in here for me to clean up later, that's all.
Yeah, that too.
Admit it, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The OG AA Ron's asking, how's everybody? Jimmy's kind of not in a good mood right now, so feel free to push his buttons in the chat.
I'm in a fine mood, man.
Right.
It's all good in the hood.
Right.
It's all good.
5 minutes later, has to mute the screen because he has, colorful things to say.
No, I just mute the microphone and continue it. You know.
I know. I'm just having fun picking on you because I can. And Jimmy's pissed at me right now because I bought a.
I'm not mad. I'm not
Because
mad.
I got a drone on Amazon on one of their like flash sale things that I might give to him if it's anything decent.
I didn't need one. I just
Yeah, right. You know, you need new content for the channel.
I have a place in Colorado I'm planning on going. I was just thinking, it'd be really cool if I had a drone.
And that's why I'm trying to make that dream come true.
But at the same time, it's not something I have to have.
Once you get the drone bug, you're gonna recant that. You're gonna come back and say, I've been bitten by the drone. Drones are amazing. I'm now gonna fly a bunch of illegal places with it. It's gonna be awesome.
No, I'm not gonna fly no illegal places with it. I'll stay out of the national parks with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Flies like right to the border of the national park. I'm not in there.
GPS says I'm out on the outside of Yosemite. It doesn't say I'm in Yosemite.
I've wanted to do that though, because say outside of like Death Valley or something, there's a lot of just open space that's just public recreational area that you can technically fly in.
Ain't nothing like that recreational usage, man.
Oh yeah.
How much do you think I'm gonna need? About you much?
Yeah, probably. You can always trim them.
Here's where I'll take everybody off really good. No, you can't do that! Oh my God! Did you see what he just did? He did not use the proper tool to cut that tubing. The dirty, dirty dog. Dirty, dirty, evil, evil.
Do you want the needle nose pliers?
Huh?
Do you want the needle nose pliers?
Nah, that's what I got fingers for, man.
Okay.
I just need a piece of good
PLA here.
PLA. So I can jam it up my fingernail. Yeah.
And learn all kinds of new language from Jimmy.
You know what? I'm going to have to recut that the right way.
Really?
Yeah.
Sage screwed it up?
Might have.
Knew it. Knew it.
Don't have one of those tubing cutters.
You know you can print one, and I'm dead serious when I say that.
How are you going to print a tubing cutter? Just going to go around it. Let's see that tubing's pretty tough right there, man. I see the chat moving like crazy. I can't see what the chat's saying, but I see it moving. And I guarantee you, I'm not seeing nice things. I guarantee you're not typing nice things either. Okay, what'd you say? What did you say? What did you do? Just gotta move that real good there, you know. Yeah, that feels good right there. Okay. Now that I've completely demonetized this stream, I'm gonna stick it in the hole. I'm gonna push real hard.
Did you ask the hole's consent for the long screw?
No, I did not.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna see how deep that's going. Is that deep enough?
Probably.
How deep is your love? Oh, come on. I wasn't the only one to think of that one whenever I did that.
Oh, jeez. Church will never be the same again, thanks to you.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so I got that in there. I really should cut that off a little bit shorter, but...
Who gives a crap? You can tweak it later. Here's what you
know
do.
what I didn't do?
What?
I'm going to do it right now. Let's change this one out, too.
Good idea.
Because that will come back to bite me, I guarantee it.
And while you're at it, why don't you trim it shorter?
Yeah, I guess I could. I guess I could.
You don't want to keep pulling filament in and out of those because that's how you kill them.
I thought it was made to have filament pushed in and out.
No, I mean the tubing.
Yeah. That's it.
Good thing my dad's not watching this stream right now.
Yeah, he'd tell you that I'm a bad influence.
Nah, he's probably went to bed.
Let's see. He's a horrible influence on my son.
Nah, he actually said say hi.
A complete disrespect. How's it go?
Hi.
Complete disrespect or something. I forget how it goes.
Or it's like the Tide commercial with the drill sergeant when the guy's got a Tide pen commercial. The guy has the stain on his shirt. I think you disgrace me, your country, and your mama.
So how many times am I supposed to be able to do that without it like hurting it? Oh, you meant pushing it in there. Okay, no. Okay. So we've got that pushed into the nozzle. Deep. What? Oh God.
Read the chat. It just went downhill real fast.
Reese is in the house?
No, Teresa's been in the house for a little while. Guess who just jumped in after we said he probably went to bed?
I've been a horrible, horrible influence upon your son.
That Prince looking a little scary over there.
Huh?
Yeah, Prince looking a little scary over there.
What's going on with it?
The left side's a little bit iffy. I'll see if it cleans up or not. Could have been the flex plate.
You never got that bubble out of it.
It worked itself out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart it. It's giving me OCD.
Yeah, that feels good right there. Okay, while you're at it, can you go ahead and preheat?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just do everything while I'm at it.
Well, since you're on that side of the table.
Yeah, I know. Oh, while I'm at it, we'll just keep the original program in there. Prepare.
Make
sure my
be sitting here for an hour and a half.
Sure, my hair's all in the shot.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, let's see. Does he have any lice in his hair? Please sound off in the comments below.
Hey, if I have lice in my hair, we have bigger problems, buddy. I'm driving to the store after this stream, and I'm buying some bug bombs. And I'm donning my gas mask and sitting in there while they go off.
Okay. Now tighten the spiral faster with the adjustable open end wrench. I know. I got a set of wrenches around here. Where are they at? Because I want to make sure that thing's nice and firm.
Yeah. I mean, it will probably.
Then your window tonight. Then your window strong tonight.
And that's honestly the frustrating part about doing this.
What, the innuendo?
Even if you're trying to not make it that way, it's going to happen. And that is so frustrating sometimes.
You know you like it, Calvin.
I'm pleading the fifth on anything happening from here on out.
RIP headphone users. There we go. Look what I found. Oh, if only I had a better toolbox at work, this would be totally up there. Yeah, 10 millimeter.
The one that always gets lost, according to every mechanic in the world.
These are the good ones. These are the Craftsman.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many of those did you fix in your day?
Oh, none of these.
Oh.
No, I just did ratchets. Go. Tighter. Final last words. Go a little tighter. Snap. Okay. Now I need a little bit of alcohol.
Oh, you want my magic mix?
No, just alcohol. I don't want to take the lettering off the bill plate.
It'll be fine.
You have a paper towel?
Yeah, it's clean.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually brought it out from the camper to clean the paper.
Spritz this. Ooh, look at that. Like evaporates as fast as I can squirt it.
Spray it on there. You'd be amazed all the garbage it pulled up off of the.
What is that?
I told you it's isopropyl and acetone.
Isopropyl and acetone? That's probably going to kill somebody right there.
Yeah, but it cleans the bed really well. You'd be amazed how much gunk pulled off that thing.
I'd say you get me high, but it won't.
We all know.
Okay, so let's see if we've got filament. We've got filament. Cool. You want to go ahead and start the print then?
Yeah. Well, so it's not touching the bed. You just cleaned it.
Yeah. Bed's all nice and clean. Should be level. I don't think we moved it around all that much. I'm confident.
That. I think
So
it's
technically, am I still allowed to do a review since we've already upgraded the machine by putting Capricorn tubing on it?
Capricorn. I'd say yes.
Yeah. Let me rephrase that. Capricorn.
I'm gonna
Blue tubing.
I'm gonna vote yes because everybody does that anyways.
Cool.
You know, as long as you disclose that, I don't see any issues.
Oh goodness, let's see what's up in the chat now. Teresa says so dirty. Jimmy, read your phone's text message.
I tell Aaron to stop texting you during the stream. It's not
Let's
cool.
see. He says you two are being viewed in the shower. What? You in the shower?
Are you taking a shower and watching us, Aaron?
Oh, he's in the shower. Hey, big boy. Oh, goodness.
That is so bad, Aaron.
Let's see here. So dirty. Read your message. Did that. Zip cord. How you doing? Oh, I'm here. Calvin's in trouble. Instantly.
We all know. I'm always in trouble anyways. It's fine.
Let's see here. Complete practice of disrespect. Yes, that's the verbiage I'm looking for.
Where does
Complete
this...
practice of disrespect.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's a Rosman line?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever they put a label on a laptop that could not be removed,
Oh, yeah.
nigh impossible due to the utter disrespect, the total disrespect for your customers. Yeah. He hasn't used that line in a while.
I saw part of his fear-mongering video, though. That was really good.
Yeah, I was in the shower this morning when I heard that one.
It was a good point, though, and I even commented that I've played with lithium batteries, and yes, there's always a risk, but
I got kicked out of when we took the hammer to it.
I didn't get that far.
You didn't?
I didn't get to hammer time yet.
Oh, when he took the hammer, he's all beating it on the desk. He's got this bicycle helmet on for protection.
That's why we love Rosman, because should he go up in a giant cloud of lithium battery smoke, it'll be darn epic, and we'll get a free cremation while he's at it.
He showed one where he handed a screwdriver to somebody, or for him, or what it was, where they set off a battery. It was the only battery that's happened to in like 10 years. There we go. Here it comes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go. Don't go that direction. Stay off that belt. Stay off the belt.
Sorry, I'm messaging my sister off and on because she keeps having spotty service in the Philippines. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, the other Aaron's in here. What's up, other Aaron?
Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Okay, here we go. There goes the skirt. Calvin.
Did you see my dad's comment?
What's that?
I supposedly made his backyard into a super fun site. Although he's the guy who keeps trucking home stuff, so.
So far, so good.
That's a fast first layer.
It is.
It's working. I would love to find out from Tevo, though, what you're supposed to do if you have a jam and you need to swap out the nozzle, how you get rid of their Tevo glue.
Honestly, if I was really going to be intent on taking that off, I would take a little torch.
Yeah.
And just heat the sucker up and for a little bit and
just char it up.
It's probably got some kind of Loctite or something like that on it.
Probably.
Or whatever it is they would use on it. It looks like it almost looks like that. It's like a white colored
silicone.
I don't think it's silicone.
I don't think it's silicone, but it's like that.
You know that like they use on mufflers to patch them?
My dad would know about that.
It is a silicone something or other cement. It's like a cement they use. I'll bet you that's what they used. And it pretty much just locks it in place. Let's see here. Isopropone? What the?
It's kind of like isobutane, where they mix for camping fuel, where they mix isopropyl alcohol with butane, so it's less likely to freeze up in the can.
Let's see. Oh yes, please hit the thumbs up button.
Watch all of Jimmy's content so we can make,
Yeah, I need money. I need
money in the chat, people. Throw money.
Yeah, right. I need a car payment, but I mainly need money so I go on vacation next week. I haven't figured out how in the world I'm going to afford it, but I gotta get out of here for a week and a half at least. It's been 2 years since I had a vacation, and we're planning on going next week. So
I will shove you into that car if I need to.
knock on wood, we make it. It'll be nice. I'm gonna go to Colorado so Beth can visit the family, and we got tickets to ride the train.
Still totally not jealous of you. I'm jealous.
We're only riding that halfway. We're only going from Durango to Silverton, and then we're gonna meet up with the family there, and hopefully go 4-wheel driving or something.
Well, you now have a 4-wheel drive vehicle.
I was wanting to take mine there, but she just bought one. Kim just bought a Toyota Highlander.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Highlander she bought, and I think she's wanting to take hers and initiate it. So
y'all can have a race off. Who goes farther down the road?
Hey, I know how far I can go with a minivan.
Yeah.
I still need to do that video. It's been 2 years, so I think that van's probably been long sold off, and I need to get that video put together and throw it up.
I will loan you one of my suction cup mounts so you can, or just buy one off Amazon so you can stick your camera.
That's one of the reasons why I was thinking about the using the, what do you call it, the drone, is because in outside of Grand Junction they have this place called oh god, my brain is fried today, man. See, the monument's on one side of the valley. The other side of the valley is it's an old dead volcano. It's got like 130 lakes on it. I cannot for life of me think of the name of it at the moment.
Oh, look at that.
Grand Mesa. Called Grand Mesa. And it sits at about 10,500 feet at the very top of it. But the one side I want to go up is called Land's End Road. And it's all volcanic rock slides, and it's like a really gnarly, like dirt gravel road going up it. And it's like switchbacks all the way up. Yeah, I think it would be really cool to take a drone and go right up.
Oh, I'm looking at it on Wikipedia right now, and dude, that looks sick.
It's an awesome place.
Holy crap! Yeah,
it's
Colorado
awesome
is absolutely beautiful.
Lisa, thank you. My goodness, thank you so much.
I'll buy you a little over a gallon of gas at the cheap station.
So will. Hey,
that's it.
That's 24 miles further down the road.
24 miles closer to Colorado, y'all.
BB3D is taking off. Thank you very much for joining. Have a good one.
Later. Well, that seems to be printing nicely. Knock on wood.
So far, so good.
I mean, I'm not holding my breath, but
I am. Okay, never mind.
oh gosh. Oh, Greg's in the house.
Greg, how you doing? Did I ever tell you Greg is great?
No.
He's great. So it was just the little plug was wobbly. I wonder if it needs to be resoldered. So earlier I was talking with Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
He's got an A10, and he was having issues with the hot end wanting to because he had some really funky stuff going on with his prints. And so we were just kind of shooting back and forth about what can it be. And my first question was, is there any temperature fluctuations? And he's like, no, I don't think so. And so we're like, okay, well, maybe it's the film is getting stuck in the tubing going through by the nozzle, because that tubing after so long gets sticky and cause issues with it. And then he checked it a little bit ago, and let's say a little bit ago, it's been a few hours ago. And on the A10, there is a connector by the hot end where the wire is actually taken, screw into this little board, little screw connector. It's loose. And he was noticing whenever he was printing that it would be like a 10-degree slide up and down.
Yeah.
So that was like making just contact here and there. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that's.
So initially I had a zip tie on it, and he cut off thinking it was part of the packing. Why in the world would you zip tie connector though?
It's to act as a strain relief and a wire guide, because they didn't do a very good job of guiding the wires on there.
They're really honest. Okay. I've never taken mine apart on that part, so
I have, and it's not, the wire management on there was really poorly thought out.
Yeah.
I don't give them points for that. I mean, it works, but it's not the best way to pull it off, that's for sure.
We're doing good, Greg. We're doing good. How are you doing, my friend? I don't know if you know it. He's not on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, he pretty much got rid of all the social media on Fire, which honestly, I can understand. I mean, there's some days where I'm just like, I'm done.
I can wake up in a decent mood and open Facebook, and within 5 minutes, hate the world.
Yeah.
That's just what Facebook does. And especially if you look at 3D printing forums, you instantly just like, oh my God, people are not this stupid, right? This has got to be fake. This has got to be fake. And then you realize it's not fake. People are actually, that's where I get the argument about the toasters.
Yeah.
It's like, my God, man.
Or it's like the most recent video that I did, where I talk about people literally pulling the machine out of the box and doing upgrades before they even turn it on, and the problems that can cause. That's already garnered a couple of pitchforks in the comment section, although a lot of people understood the gist of the video was strictly because the problem is when you start upgrading anything, doesn't matter what it is out of the box, you don't know what the initial problems are, you don't know how to fix them. It just turns into this downhill spiral of it just gets worse and worse, and then they start blaming the machine and the printer, and it's like, nope.
So Heath has got an issue. He says Jimmy just bought the CTC 10S, basically the Creality's CR10S, and for a life of me cannot get anything to stick. Is it a glass bed, or does it have like a super plate where it's got the dumply looking silicone on it? That'd be my question.
Or fake tack on top of that.
Yeah, or is it like a build tack-ish type product?
Let me look at the machine really fast.
Because I'll tell you, if you're printing on glass, the purists will say it's glass. Okay, so the purists will always say, I print on glass. I don't use anything. Okay, and that will work when you very first get started with 3D printing, when you have a brand new sheet of glass, that thing has never been printed on, and you'll be like, why do people use glue? Why do people use hairspray? This makes no sense to me. My print is sticking, and that'll last for about 2 or 3 prints, and then all of a sudden you'll have prints start popping off. And what it is, there's a residue that builds up on the glass. One thing you definitely want to do is clean your glass quite regularly using rubbing alcohol. Myself, I use 91%. The cheap stuff from Walmart, but it's still the better of the cheap stuff. Just really put it on the bed, let it soak for a little bit, and then wipe it off really good with a clean paper towel, a napkin, but make sure whatever it is clean. It's never been around in the kitchen where the grease has gotten to it from bacon or anything like that. The other thing is, don't be afraid to use glue stick. I personally use the Elmer's, I got some around here somewhere, but it's the purple school glue.
He's saying he tried glue and he tried hairspray and no luck.
Okay. My other question is, when you level your bed, do you have the springs extended up or are they compressed? Because believe it or not, that can also make a difference, because as you're printing, if they are not compressed, say halfway, and you level your bed like that, what will happen when they're up like that, the bed will do this extra little shaking motion. And that can also help turn your prints loose. It also won't allow as your springs heat up, it'll actually draw down from the nozzle, create more of a gap, and things won't stick properly to the bed. Roughing the glass up with sandpaper. I actually sandblasted one of my beds once. And once again, it worked perfectly fine for like 1 or 2 prints. And then as soon as it started getting that residue on it, nothing would stick to it.
My thing is, can you flip the glass over? And if you can you try the other side? Just to see if it's the glass itself.
Good.
I mean, it's worth a try because for all you know, one side of the glass has a coating and the other one doesn't.
I'll tell you what I have done on my Artillery 3D, as I actually took and got a piece of build tack and put on the glass. I mean, some people recommend not doing that, but I personally figured, why not? I was stuck on the glass, and it's one of the best decisions I ever made.
I mean, I said temporarily try blue tape. I know it's archaic, but it's a really fast. Here's the trick with blue tape, though. Once you apply it, wipe it down carefully with alcohol a couple of times.
Yeah, don't squirt it on the tape. Put it on the paper towel and just give it a quick rub down with it.
You can actually
But yeah, blue painter's tape is as archaic as it sounds. Is still the Michelangelo does not have a heated bed.
No.
But you put blue painter's tape down, prints stick to it, no problem at all with PLA. No problem at all. With a heated bed, it works even better.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out how big it is so I can see, because they do sell sheets of blue tape for relatively cheap.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if I can find them something, but
there's also different makers of build tack type materials if the cost is the issue.
Yeah.
Which case you can always start out with one of the other brands, or like you did, go with this. He's got a it's a magnetic sheet.
It's iffy though. I'll be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, for lower temperature stuff, it works okay, but for higher temperature things, it's really not working very well, and it's getting me kind of flustered. But
your prints are sticking though.
Yeah, but the problem is if it starts to warp, then it can cause artifacting.
300 by 300 by 400.
Holy crap.
That's bigger than any of the build tack, I think. I think build tack goes up to what, 300 by 300?
Well, 300 by 300 is the X and the Y. So
he's fine with the regular sheet build tack.
I mean, I'll get. I'm sorry.
Calvin got himself an Artillery 3D SWX1. Isn't that what it is? SWX1?
Yeah, V1.
He got one too. So now we have 2 Artillery 3D printers in the room.
It's great.
Now on mine, he printed out the brackets that belong on it. They're a anti-wobble bracket that was designed by somebody on their team or somebody they paid to come up with this design. And so I'm going to be installing that on my printer, and then that way we can compare layer lines, and because he has not touched his printer in that way.
Not planning on it.
I totally want to molest my printer and make sure that I want to get my printer to print the way the Artillery thinks it should print, so I can put it against this machine back here and just see how it prints. I like doing the shootout deals,
I do
2
too.
printers side by side, have them print the same exact model, sliced on the same software, and see which one looks better.
Go as my dad, because my dad likes watching Project Farm. Pretty much do it like he does.
He watches Project Farm?
Oh yeah.
I love that guy.
I love that guy too. He's one of those YouTubers that I would love to just sit down.
The way he takes those motors apart and does the where he speeds it up.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of that.
But yeah.
Okay. Zipcore, you need to really watch South Main Auto. He will change your life.
He loves watching. I forget the name of it, but there's these 2 dudes from Down Under who have a YouTube channel. He likes watching them as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget what the name of their channel is, but they're good too. But he also has like a Roku and all this other crap. And oh my gosh, Lightspeed's in here. What's up, dude? And he loves watching shows like that with his copious amounts of free time that he has now.
They use his Roku?
He uses a Roku.
Honestly, whenever I go into the bedroom, I take my cell phone, I go onto Twitter, or not Twitter, onto YouTube, and I'll do the broadcast. So I'll send it to the Roku, and I watch it on TV.
Yeah, I mean, he literally, it's great. He has a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse and a little chill pad room thing that used to be. He literally just has that plugged into whatever. Just goes on over, starts tapping it in. Oh yeah, I just like find all this stuff on here, and then I watch like whatever, and then I just like watch Project Farm, and then I watch him tearing pieces off.
Yeah, I don't think he watches the hot end. I don't think he watches very many of the 3D printing deals except for him.
Yeah. Although I haven't been doing as much 3D printing stuff, which is fine by me. He did notice that I misspelled 1,000 in the Thousand Oaks Ace video, so I changed that. I forgot the A. I felt like an idiot.
I thought you were born and raised there.
I was born and raised there, but it doesn't mean that I know how to spell. Good old Tevo, man.
And you made it through school, not knowing how to spell 1,000.
I know how to spell 1,000. It's just sometimes I randomly drop letters because Calvin problems.
The alien finger. E.T. one home.
No, Aaron. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. There is no such thing as the perfect printer, but as far as import machines go, the Artillery is definitely very much a step above a lot of the other stuff that's on the market.
There are perfect printers out there.
I'm talking in the reasonable price range.
Yeah, they're made by what's that, Stratus?
And then you gotta buy the iFixit plan that comes with it because they don't want you tweaking it yourself, and it's just like, oh geez, no.
Well, could you imagine what they probably put on their machines to make sure you can't get into them?
Oh, probably warranty labels everywhere.
I bet they epoxy everything. They probably have a little arm guard in there.
No, they probably just have a bunch of Yeah, the Railcore though is pretty nice, but it's dang expensive though. The Railcore is the one that literally it has the 3.
So they aren't perfect either.
I was just saying it's
yeah.
But it's very nice, but it's still very experimental.
Price range is what, $500?
Yeah. The thing is, if you contact Artillery kindly, you might be able to get your mitts on a V1 for $100 to $200 for an earlier gen machine for $100 to $200 less than the current one, but they have limited quantity of those and they kind of hold on to them. But at about $500 for what you get for the build volume, it's a very capable machine. That being said, though, I mean, my main complaint is the spool holder's janky, but who cares? That's small beans in comparison, honestly. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I wish I had a slightly better spool holder, but I wouldn't put it past them if they came up with something better in the future. But a bad spool holder is not anything horrendous. It's 300 by 300 by 400, Aaron.
Now, I saw something online today where they finally are introducing something I've kind of known about for a minute. And that's the new SWX1S, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a smaller version. It's going to be one more this size compared to that size, if I remember right. Which reminds me, I need to talk to Tracy.
Actually really wants a mini Sidewinder.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I'm like, well, why do you want a smaller one? She goes, because honestly, if it's as reliable as my full size is,
she likes it, doesn't she?
Oh, she loves it. She was. I felt bad for her with her 810 because it's not a horrible machine, but it wasn't exactly the best out of box experience.
What's my thoughts on the CTC 10S? Do you have a CT? Can you bring that up? Let's take a look at it.
From what I saw, people didn't exactly like it. It's kind of hard to find.
I won't lie. There was a time back before I started getting into I was just looking at 3D printers. I probably was shopping for 3D printers for a good year before I finally got the aluminum i 3. And the CTC was one I kept going back to. I was going between the Wanhao and the CTC.
I can't even find.
And there was one on eBay that I did not bid on. And for some reason, I did not bid on. I was going to, and I didn't. Somebody sold it for a penny. And after that, of course, nobody else was able to get them for no penny because everybody started buying them like crazy then.
I can't even find a listing for the CTC 10S. It's giving me Creality and everything else, and a Reddit post about how that's the Blitzer. That's not the 10S.
Let's see here. Is there another name for it?
Yes, it is. It is a direct drive, Aaron. I mean, my one wish is I wish they had a dual nozzle version, but that's kind of trivial in comparison. You'd have to be a bigger machine though, or you'd lose some X travel. So I guess it's not exactly worth it. But
there was a company that was working on a 2 extruder setup that came to the conclusion that it was a bear to keep them from oozing.
It is.
And determined that it was going to be such a liability issue as far as people complaining that they actually, to my knowledge, have kind of steered away from it. I don't think they've quit looking at doing it, but they've decided not to release that product to the public until they get it figured out.
Well, the thing
is, quite honestly, if you know that there's an issue, I applaud you for not releasing it and
holding off,
working on it. I think when G-Tech comes out with a new Y design, I think they'll probably have a little bit better luck with the oozing issue. But honestly, using one nozzle to do the work of 2 different extruders, I don't know.
This is the CTC 810S. So
it's identical to the G-Tech
830.
830.
It's like it's an identical clone of the CR10S.
It's the same color even.
Yeah. It's even got the stupid control box on the side.
That one's got a dial, so that one doesn't have touchscreen.
Oh, big whoop.
Well, yeah, big whoop. This one back here's touchscreen.
Yeah, I'm not a huge. I don't know. The touchscreens, if they're crappy, they're not worth it.
That's it. That should be a pretty good printer. Now that one, does it have a dual lead screw? Does that one have a dual lead screw?
Dual lead. That
should be a pretty good printer.
The only question is the electronics on board.
Electronics are probably going to be about the equivalent to GT 2560 board.
Hopefully.
I don't think they went with the one these guys went with, what they use on this
proprietary board.
But if they went with a standard board, that's probably a very, very good printer. It's definitely a tried and true design. Can't knock that one.
Steven's saying you could do 2 sliced mosquitoes and probably not lose X. Yeah, but the problem is the oozing. And here's the thing. Ideally, you need one of those IDEX machines where each head is independent, because you can have one head parked while the other one does its thing. It Z-hops and then moves away to a bucket where it oozes and does all its crap. But the problem is those are extremely expensive. The machine needs to be larger. You have more things that can go wrong. The only reason why I'd love a dual extrusion machine is for doing soluble supports, but it's not like I need one. I have my resin printer, so.
I need all the printers.
I know, Mr. Printer Hoarder.
I'm such a hoarder. Although I gotta admit though, no, I'm a hoarder. No, I gotta admit though, I was blown away last night when I was up there at round 1. And I looked in the prize room, and up at the very top shelf they have a stinking XYZ printer up there for a gift. What was it, 38,000 points or something like that? You have to
how much is that going to cost you?
I have no clue, but I guarantee it'd probably cost you less to buy one than it would be to win one.
Probably, and then some.
Unless you're really, really, really lucky. But yeah. But that was just funny though. I looked up there, I just started laughing. I was like, what is it? Look!
I mean, I'm still waiting because 3D printers now have become so standardized with the components that they use. Like almost everybody uses now the M6.
The person I've been used on me in my dreams. I believe it.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Almost all machines now use a version of an E3D clone hot end, be it Volcano or Standard. Those all use the same size nozzle. I would not be surprised if some entrepreneurial, independently owned hardware store starts stocking, starts stocking 3D printer, a couple of nozzles, a couple of the heat breaks, and maybe a couple of rolls of filament, just sticks it in the back and sees if they sell. I challenge a hardware store like an Ace or a True Value or something like that to start doing that. You will get people coming in the door because if they can buy the generic off-the-shelf little bits that they need, they will come to your store and they will buy them.
Calvin said it best whenever we very first put Curtis's 3D printer together. That what was that one called? The Moai?
Yeah.
We put that thing together and we put the resin in it for the very first time. He's like, that smells like cancer. And I won't lie, that's exactly what it smells. It smells like something that will do bad things to you over time.
I mean,
and I would definitely, if you anybody who's into resin printers, make sure you've got ventilation, because man, that stuff, just the fumes from it is nauseating.
I get a kick though out of people wearing like paper filter masks thinking that's going to protect them, and I'm like, you need an organic filter cartridge if you're really wanting to protect yourself.
So let's say in here we're using dry filament in an enclosed area. If anybody should be wearing paper masks, it would be us. With a resin printer, it's liquid. It's not going to put out particulate matter for you to be concerned about breathing in. It's the fumes. And for something like that, you need a charcoal filter, preferably a respirator, in order to do that, or open a door or a window.
Yeah. I mean, it's like where my Moai lives gets good ventilation, and it's in an area that's not frequently occupied for long durations of time, so it's fine. But yeah. I mean, from what I hear, the solvents in there are not horrible, but they definitely don't smell the best.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of restrictions on what can be in there, because obviously if the stuff was crazy noxious, the amount of hazmat stuff that would come along with it would just be a mile long. Now, that said, you still want to limit your exposure to it physically, because it can sensitize your skin over time, which is why I make a big deal about always wearing gloves when I'm handling anything with a resin on it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get that in your eyes, you don't want to get that in your mouth.
Plus the alcohol you have to dip the prints in and all that.
Especially if you're using the nature, that stuff will just strip your skin.
Oh yeah, it strips all the oils from your skin. You'll be thinking, look like a lizard in a week.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Plus, because it dissolves, because the alcohol dissolves the actual resin, it's more likely to get into your skin that way.
Oh yeah.
And that becomes a huge fiasco. I mean, so yeah, I'm not. Here's my take on the cheap resin printers. They're cool, but I'm not a fan of them, because now all of a sudden people who have absolutely no business with a resin printer, who don't understand any of the safety stuff, are now going to get a resin printer, get contact dermatitis from it, and then scream and cry about how horrible it is. And I'm like, you didn't take any safety precautions. That's not my problem. But, you know, I hate seeming like the anti-printing cynic, but I also feel like, as people have said, there are just way too many people who don't realize what they're getting into until it's too late. And then at that point, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, FDM printers do smell like baked bread, because the PLA is a what, plant-based material?
It's a starch-based sugar.
Yeah, it's a corn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat it, because it's still got plastic in it.
Yeah.
But it's brought up. It's not brought up from the oil as much as it is from corn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what's even cooler than that is if you ever get a chance to print with the wood PLA. Now that stuff is freaky, because it smells like a wood shop. By the way, how'd that other wood print out the other night?
Great.
So you switched over to the AMZ 3D and it printed perfectly fine?
Yeah.
And it didn't make all that sizzling, popping, and...
Actually, I think the sizzling and popping could have been because I put a little bit of, because that was one of the first times I was printing with the new titanium hot end, heat break in the nozzle. So what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of oil on just a piece of generic filament and run it through there to help season it. It really helps. So I think it was actually the oil kind of sizzling off in the nozzle.
Why would you put oil on it?
Because what it does is when it gets hot, it forms a really thin layer inside the nozzle and the heat break, and it helps prevent jamming. It works really good. I've done it for years. Not a problem.
Wood fill resins. Do they have wood fill resins?
That wouldn't work, because the problem is the wood particulate could block the UV light path and cause problems. I've seen people put glitter into the resin, and that's kind of worked, but
I would think that would reflect it all through that vat.
well, the thing is, the actual exposure time is really short. So it's the thing is, the resin right next to where the laser is has a lot of UV inhibitor, so it's designed to be hit close by and not really degraded. But it's done more for artsy fartsy purposes.
I won't lie, the Moai printer is a really cool printer to use. But with that said, it was almost scary because of not only the smell, but the process of slicing the prints.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I never even bothered to slice prints. I just say, hey, can you slice this for me? It's a whole nother world, that's for sure. And that's one it wasn't my printer. I wasn't going to be hanging on to it. So I didn't want to even try to learn that.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, it's taken me a long time to get used to working with the thing.
Yeah.
So even for me, who's used it for a long time, I'm still always learning.
I'm going to put this on this so I can remember that that's a bad one.
Or you could just be an old person and throw it in the trash.
I could just throw it in the trash. Or I could just throw it across the room like the last one. Get it? The one almost hit you in the eye.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Oh, Rick is in here. No, Rick.
What's up, Rick? Nope, we still got a little ways to go. We've got.
And she's not done.
We've got beyond this to print still.
Should keep that one next to it on there.
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I?
So that all went
So this is where it failed last time.
It's already looking better.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not seeing that huge seam. I think the reason why it failed at that point is because it was just doing non-stop retractions.
Oh yeah, the layer line's almost non-existent on this one.
Heath made a good comment. If you really think about it, we're still in the early stages of 3D printing. Another 5 years. Yeah, and honestly though, I don't think 3D printing will ever reach the point where, everybody keeps predicting that we'll have one in everybody's house, but it's like, I see it being more like a copy machine.
Everybody puts 3D printers on the pedestal of Star Trek.
Yeah.
T. El Grey Hot, all that kind of stuff. No. It's maybe in like a world dead and gone. There might be something like that, but although I find it funny that one company named theirs a replicator.
MakerBot. I wouldn't be surprised if Breed had somebody over there with like a huge Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it.
I mean, I've nicknamed this printer after one of the characters on Firefly, but I'm a huge fan of that show. So
you nicknamed your printer?
Yes.
What's your printer's name?
Kaylee.
Dude, we gotta find you a girlfriend. Really, you named your printer? You named your printer.
A certain person knows that I have a huge nerd crush.
Do you come in here and say, "Hi, Kaylee. How are you doing today? Mind if I touch your bed?"
No.
Oh, your bed is so smooth, Kaylee.
What have I done?
Here, let me stroke your cable and make it straight. So what do you and Kaylee do whenever I'm not around?
We make things. You're watching it right now in front of you.
There's a whole new meaning to everything, I tell you. My goodness. Kaylee.
Done.
Hi, Kaylee.
I hate you right
Has
now.
Calvin been a good boy with you? Has Calvin disrespected you in any way? Has he asked your permission before he touched you?
I have issues. We all know.
I don't think your dad's on here at the moment. If he heard this, yeah. Mr. Witt, you need to have a conversation with your son. It's time. I'm going to tell him about the birds and the bees.
Oh,
And
jeez.
the flowers and the trees.
Don't even go there. Don't even.
There's a guy in a computer named Hal. This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time. Well, Hal though would be a boy's name.
Yeah.
God, really?
No.
Okay.
I'm straight. Don't worry.
Okay. But this time he's named it a girl. So he named it Kaylee.
Now I'm gonna like crawl back into the camper, pretend none happened. Lock myself in there for the next week and just be like, nope, I'm not entering the real world.
I can't wait till I can print a beautiful life-size now. That's hard. I guess you could. I guess you could go with TPU.
I officially hate everybody right now. I officially hate everybody right now. Another news, I'm getting hungry again.
Are you?
Yeah.
What are you hungry for?
I don't know, something good.
We literally ate breakfast this morning. We have not eaten since.
Hey, Rick's no better. He named his printers Jimmy and C-Dub.
Oh God, no! Why? No! Does your wife know?
A friend of mine named one of his locomotives after me. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Jimmy, would you like to play thermonuclear war? Trying to do it in my Hal voice.
Sure. My favorite game.
I seriously need to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Dave. What are you doing, Dave? Don't touch that, Dave. What's that Jeff Dunham? Silence! I kill you! Somebody needs to do that. Do that to Ahmed, the dead terrorist, or whatever it is.
Gosh.
Add that into that. Dave, what are you doing, Dave?
Oh, don't remind me of coming back from Denny's the other night. That was so bad.
What would I do?
We were driving by Mr. Jerko trucker who was doing like 10 miles an hour in his dump truck. You don't remember when we passed him and then you said some things I'm not going to repeat on the stream?
No, I don't remember it.
And then we started talking about my old buddy Dave over at the old school and his buddy who was like, you want to watch Taliban TV with me?
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I remember with that. Oh, it's so bad.
Calvin.
Payback. Wait, you think I was going to get you back for what I said earlier?
Yeah, Calvin was in the back seat going,
No, I was doing the opposite. I was actually busting up laughing while you were doing something. Going, we're all going to burn for this.
As if I know how to do that. I don't know how to go. I also don't know how to go.
If there was any chance of this getting demonetized, it already happened.
Oh yeah, this thing's gone.
Okay, he just won it. I named my new CTC printer Jimmy because it's very large, and I'm not saying the rest.
No. Name it Calvin.
Oh gosh.
After the first failed print, whenever it's got spaghetti all over the build plate, name it Calvin. It'll remind you of this.
So every time the printer fails, you should just call it doing a Calvin.
Yeah.
Great. I like this idea.
Or start singing Ch-ch-ch-chia. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
How hot is it in here right now?
It is hot. Let's at least turn the fan on. I know we can't turn the air conditioner on. It'll like be way
We'll
too
do
loud.
it, Jerry. We'll blow our audio out. Oh gosh! You don't know how bad I've once spoofed that commercial with like a couple of friends who are and are not into 3D printing. Do the old "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Whoever. This is me, C-Dub, the kid from next door. Sorry about burning your garage down with the 3D printer, but Jenny here needs a better printer." Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Show them what you get, Jenny. Thermal runaway protection. Filament. That's great. Tell them how much it is. Okay. That probably was one of the best commercials ever, next to Stewart and Ameritrade. And he was copying his head, and the old lady's going, "That kid is sick. Really sick."
I messed the Dell. I still mess the Dell dude.
Dude, you getting a Dell?
Dude, you getting a Dell?
Did you hear that he actually got busted for having like this whole amount of weed on him at one point? So people were making a meme about it.
The guy says, "Dude, you're getting a Dell." Yeah. Who didn't think he already smoked weed?
And then the best part is people were making memes about it, going, "Dude, you're getting a cell."
That's one of those things where it's like, really? This is news? This is like shocking to everybody? The guy says, "Dude, you're getting a deal."
Kind of like when they found out Billy Mays had cocaine in the system when he got killed on the airplane flight.
Poor guy.
Like really?
The guy needed cocaine, you know? The guy was like all over the place.
I miss Billy Mays. He was. I remember at my aunt and uncle's house on my dad's side on the East Coast. I remember I did the whole OxyClean commercial by memory because my aunt had the OxyClean stuff. I did the whole thing by memory, and all of us were just losing it, laughing. It was great.
Did you ever watch whenever him and that
Sully?
Yeah.
When they had Pitchmen?
Yeah, that was a great program.
Oh,
I love that program.
The reason why I love that program is it showed people the hard realities of taking a product from an idea to completion, and it is no guarantee if you're doing that it will even make money or work.
Well, I think what I liked about it was the fact that they actually tested the products.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't take on something that they didn't truly believe in.
And I think it brought a lot of integrity to the market.
Not so much the market, but to them.
Yeah. And that
you knew when they advertised the product that it was legit. Yeah.
And that was the big thing, because I think there's a lot of, and it's understandable, people going, well, can I trust their word on this? And when somebody says, look, if we don't believe in the product, we're not going to pitch it, that says a lot right there. But did you ever watch Louis Theroux when he was on the BBC?
No.
Okay.
I never watched the BBC.
If you really want something fun, look up Louis Theroux Weird Weekends. He did one on infomercials, and the funny thing is, you see him talking to Anthony Sullivan, and then he goes, "Oh, let me show you this other guy, Billy Mays," and literally like for the 30 seconds, Billy Mays is doing his OxyClean pitch, and then he's in the green room saying hi to them. You're like, oh, that dude's never going to go anywhere. And then a couple years later, he just blows up. It was great.
Rick wants to know if we missed the cocaine days.
That was before my era.
See, he just drinks the hydrated Coke now.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. I thought it was Coke.
I don't know. I'm not a huge Coke guy. I like Dr. Pepper better.
I like Coke.
Yeah.
I like Coke. I like the Diet Coke.
I mean, actually, I like the flavor of Diet Coke better than regular Coke because it's a little smoother.
I like the Diet Coke over Diet Pepsi because Diet Pepsi just sucks.
Never had Pepsi, but oh well.
I mean, you never tried that product that uses fetal, what was it? Fetal taste buds for testing the taste of their products? It's a conspiracy, man.
Oh, now we're going Alex Jones up in here. It's even better.
That poor guy. Does he even have a show anymore?
I don't know. I think he might be kept alive through his own
Patreon.
through his own channels, but I know he got. I mean, because if you own your own website, they can't do squat about it.
If you smoke PLA, would you trip on it? Probably.
I wouldn't recommend doing it. We'll put it that way.
They say you can't fix stupid, but I think that might come pretty close to it.
What, smoking DLA?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that would probably fix stupid pretty fast.
probably. It's kind of like you can smoke paper, but it's not recommended. You can smoke plastic, but it's not recommended. You know, there's lots of things you can smoke, but I wouldn't recommend doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, Rick, I like sparkling fruit juice. And you know what? It helps keep my system regular, so that's all important.
Is it room temperature?
Yes.
Look at the toilet, all that toilet paper.
No, that's why I dropped those magical orange.
Can you smoke banana peels? Yes.
Is this turned into the what can you smoke or not show?
I think so.
Oh, jeez.
It reminds me of this time this guy at work. I walk up one day and a bunch of us just having a conversation. And she was behind the counter and she goes, "You know, you can make a bong out of an apple." And everybody's like, "What?" And she's like, "I saw a video. You can totally make a bong out of an apple." And I'm like,
Did anybody ask you for
we
that?
weren't talking about weed or anything, but now that you mention it, how? It's amazing the information you learn by just people giving it to you.
My dad's comment.
Ever just keep your nozzle fogging?
This is horrible.
Have we ever tried Villa Blend watermelon filament? No, I have not.
Never even heard of it.
Would anyone smoke a scorpion with tobacco or hash? I'm sure they have.
If you just look up random things that people have done to get high, Rick, you will never want to get high in your life. I swear, the things people will do, it's pretty sad.
I know they do something with blowfish, don't they, to get high?
Oh, the tetrodotoxin? Yeah.
Yeah.
In very, very tiny amounts, it can give you an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, though, the medicine men and lots of cultures, modern science does not, still to this day, does not know how they do it because they keep it very, very secret how they do it. But they've found the right amount of tetrodotoxin they can give people that puts them into a zombie-like state without killing them. And then when it wears off, they use it when they're casting a curse on somebody because it's partly the psychological effect of, in that culture, a curse actually means a curse, and it's partly, you know, the physical effects of the drug, making them accentuating that as well. It is, don't know how they do it. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it's crazy.
Oh, chasing the dragon, Jimmy Bay.
He's done it many times, spray painting things.
Every time I hear the word dragon, I think of Kyle. Oh, the dragon!
You mean Lyle?
Yeah, Lyle. Kyle Lyle. It's the same person.
The dragon.
Oh, the red dragon. Honest to power the beast.
I still love that one video where he has Lyle in the background with the sucking lemon face, and then he just goes on some big old rant. He's like, "Are you done yet?" "No, I'm not done." Goes on some more rant. I'm just like, dude, yeah.
Calvin was talking about a Vincent Price movie.
Well, if Lyle got it from that, then that's where I learned it from.
That's amazing, the thing I'm learning tonight. Oh, goodness, this street shot.
So, Rick, back in Guam, what was the preferred way of getting high? Was it smoking bats? Was it smoking seawater? I mean, banana peels? Let us know. I mean, if we're on this whole topic.
The views expressed by Calvin are not necessarily.
So on the chat spot, he was asking the stupid questions first. How many kilos of filament? Would you smoke a scorpion with tobacco or hash? You know, he started it all. I'm just carrying it on. He's probably going to excommunicate me now. Everybody's going to think we smoked weed before we did this stream. No.
Let's smoke Calvin's hair. Where's that little lighter at? Supposed to use the plasma thing on your.
Should I start selling my hair on Patreon?
Howard just talks about stuff we humans don't understand.
Maybe I escaped from Area 51. I just didn't know it.
Okay. We have to bring up Area 51.
Because while we're at it, we all know the Earth is flat, Jimmy. It is flat. It is a conspiracy. And that's that. Area 51 is where they're keeping the aliens and they're hiding the fact the Earth is flat. That's why they have all the refrigeration equipment for the ice wall. Don't you know that's why they keep you out of there? It's the aliens and the ice wall. We all know it.
Have you been drinking the Alex Jones Kool-Aid?
I feed myself with good stuff here, you know. The Dr. Pepper, it clears out all that government conspiracy from your head, you know. Ice wall in Area 51, man. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Oh my god.
Don't forget to put hashtag ice wall and hashtag Area 51 in the section down below.
Oh my goodness.
It is hot in here. We'll give it that.
It's very hot in here. Fans help a little bit, but it's hot.
Yes, I'm an alien.
Yeah, you can tell by his finger. Especially in his videos where he uses a fisheye lens to accentuate his finger. There's the print I'm doing. There we go. Today's print.
I also have long arms.
Hey, President Trump. Gotta tell us what else is long and strong and down to get the. Yeah. The huge.
Oh my gosh. What have we done, Jimmy?
What
have we done?
What have we done? Oh my god. They fixed the printer, it looks like, because that thing's printing pretty good.
Yeah, it's gone past.
No, it's not there yet. It hasn't started the bridging part yet.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
We're still about 10 minutes away, I think. God's like, don't bend over.
Oh boy. Guess you're saying for 2 days they had code red because of sun and heat. Next day, code orange because of heavy rain and storms.
What?
In Europe, it's been superly hot over there. And then I guess it's going to be pouring rain a lot.
In the Philippines?
Europe.
Where's Europe?
Europe.
Oh.
No. I mean,
it's Europe. It's always doing funny stuff over there.
No, it's a bummer it wasn't raining when the fire broke out.
Isn't it always foggy in like England?
Not always.
No?
It's kind of like everybody thinks San Francisco's always shrouded in fog, and the reality is like half the time it's sunny.
Half the time? It's just always the half whenever I'm not there.
So what do we think about the hydro connectors? Well, so far so good.
So far so good.
I mean, honestly, it's a matter of time though, because they will wear out if you use them too much. But if it's working, it's working.
I don't feel anything moving.
That's good.
That is one thing I did notice on these other ones. I did notice the little black thing was moving back and forth. The little collar.
Yeah.
So that's probably was loosening.
Customer says, no, that's England. They're nearly out of the EU. Yeah, they don't count. They're going independent again. They're probably going to concrete in the channel tunnel while they're at it. They say, we want our island status back.
So what's up with the Donald Trump lookalike over there?
Honestly, I have no clue. But what happened was a couple years ago when he was coming to visit, some geniuses thought they would waste the non-renewable resource called helium, filling up this giant crybaby balloon thing that they flew around at some parade thing. And like the mayor of England said, it was like a bad
No,
idea.
I'm talking about the new guy that took over.
Oh,
Look it up. Look up the new Prime Minister of England.
oh, because that.
Wait till you see this guy. I guarantee you, watch his face. He's going to blink like 2 times going,
Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh, Boris Johnson does look like it.
he looks like Donald Trump. It's like his long lost brother. The backward combed hair and everything.
Oh my gosh. Is he like trying to go for the lookalike?
I think so. He's even got the off-colored hair too. It's like it's not red, but it's not orange, it's not blonde. It's like something in between.
Guess who's watching our live stream right now?
It's like a orange cat got stuck in the sewer.
Guess who is watching our live stream right now, and it's not my dad.
I don't know. Who?
Tracy.
Is she?
Yes.
Tracy, let's talk about that new 3D printer that's coming out. I want to see it.
This is what she sends me.
How you doing, Tracy?
Oh,
We need to talk about the new printer. We need to talk about
the
that.
baby one.
Yes. That's going to be a cool printer.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if that thing is anywhere
To
near
see this,
this in compact form,
yeah.
I think I might just pee my pants out of excitement.
Is that the only thing you've done to your pants today?
No, my fermented prune juice has not worked its way through fully yet. So
It's like watching Laurel and Hardy in color. I was going to say Beavis and Butthead.
oh,
But...
geez. We're not that bad.
When you're supposed to
Oh gosh. Yeah, we are horrible when we are together. And honestly, this is pretty much how we act 95% of the time. This is not just done for show. It's a real thing. It's pretty scary.
we usually tone it down when we're in public.
Yeah.
Though.
We censor it a little bit more when we're in public, but yes, we're just about this crazy in person. So to anybody we've scared off in person, we're really sorry, but we're not. So Gessner, which EU country are you again? I always forget. Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, Norway. Not Sweden because they're scary. Norway's cool.
Why is Sweden scary?
Because the Swedes don't like the Norwegians, is what my Norwegian shop teacher tells me. He tells me they're scary people. So I've been indoctrinated by the Norwegians that Swedes are scary. So therefore, yeah.
Rick says I call BS on that.
You keep sending me screenshots. This is just horrible. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
See, it is Sunday morning there, right?
Probably.
Actually, it's probably Sunday midday at this point.
Probably.
My goodness, Tracy, there's got to be something better to do than watching us on a Sunday. My goodness.
No, the Calvin and Jimmy show is worth dropping everything and watching because it is always a train wreck.
Well, this isn't a Jimmy show. This isn't a Calvin and Jimmy show.
Well, it turned into the Calvin and Jimmy show as far as I'm concerned.
We're trying to see if this thing will finish printing this time. It already is at the point. This is where it failed last time. It was right around this area. So it looks like this time we might have got it licked. And it actually does look a lot better.
Oh, yeah. I might have to restart my print because I think the fan's starting to edge to curl, but I'll keep it going. Thank you.
You want it hot again? We'll make it hot.
It's hips. It likes it warm.
It's getting hot in here.
That's what saying. It's the 7 a.m. morning show with Calvin and Jimmy. The best way to start the day.
Oh God, no!
This is better than Barnacle morning coffee. Okay, let's get that straight. Calvin and Jimmy show beats morning coffee any day of the week, hands down. We win. Throw lots of money at Jimmy. He needs to make his car payment. Forget it. Hashtag poor people.
Still got to figure out how to do that. I've done it for what, 3 months now? 2 months now?
But,
2 months.
But how many times have you had to go to Current Street and sell your kidney and pull that off?
I don't sell my kidney on Current Street.
How do I get back at Jimmy? I just mentioned Current Street. Although I know that's where you're probably going to send me one of these days.
Calvin, we need some money. It's your turn.
Donate to my PayPal.
Hey, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy.
Are you going to start doing the crank that dance in here? Yay! Oh, this is so bad.
Horrible.
Watch probably now Celso and Luis are watching.
Have some resin fumes for breakfast. Oh my goodness.
For all we know, Celso and Luis are watching this too. And next time we go, they're gonna be like, "Dude, that stream was sick." I'm just gonna be like, "I don't know you anymore."
Okay, so last night, yesterday was Beth's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. So last night we met up with Kyle and his family for dinner. So that's decided she wanted to go ahead and get her free Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's, right? But she didn't want him to have to drive all the way down to Blanco, so she wanted to meet up here by the mall. So I'm like, you sure? That place is the worst one of all. Are you sure? Oh, I'm sure it's much better. They've remodeled it. Everything will be better.
It was horrible.
We go in there. We get there 20 minutes before Kyle does. We want the table. There's going to be 4 adults, 2 children. Okay, we'll put you on the list. We'll have you seated in 20 minutes. Okay. In the meantime, we hear them arguing. Well, so-and-so's not going to be here until 9:45, and here it was just a little after 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's a great start.
So-and-so's not going to be here until 9:45, so I don't think we should be seating anybody until then. And I kid you not, they did not seat anybody in there. And finally, about 5 minutes before Kyle comes in, they seat one couple. And then after Kyle gets there, they seat another couple. We still have one more couple ahead of us, right? And you hear them back there arguing around again. And Kyle's like, why are we eating here? I said, because your mom wants to get a free Grand Slam breakfast. She said, I'm paying for dinner anyway. Let's go somewhere else. We went over to BJ's.
And honestly, I swear, when we go to the good Denny's in Salinas, when our homies Celso and Luis work there, we walk in that door, they see us right away. They already know he needs 5 Diet Coke, so they're already pouring 3 of them by the time we're pulling in the parking lot, mind you. They come on by, and usually he'll go, okay, so what is it? The usual today? It's the loaded potato skillet with extra sour cream, and Jimmy's all like, oh, heck yeah, bro. Totally getting that one.
I love that place. Just walk in there, sit down, and it's like, what do I want? You want Diet Coke. And you want a loaded potato skillet. Works for me.
And seriously, though, those 2 guys over there are the nicest people ever.
They are.
They are some of the most genuinely friendly and nice servers ever. They are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they are.
So nice. Very efficient. I mean, you can tell when they're working there and when they're not.
Look at that bridging. Look at that bridging.
Well, it helps it has the dual little squirrel cage fans. Those are nice.
I'm pretty good.
I'm really impressed.
It's that dual cooling fan. That really helps them for that.
And honestly, that's the one thing that part of me goes would be nice when the artillery, but then again, when it has work. So
Aaron says, one time at band camp, This one time at band camp. You ever hear that one?
No.
Was that American Pie? You never watched that movie?
No.
This one gal, every time anything she's going to tell a story, it's always this one time at band camp.
Oh gosh.
That's the joke. Every time she opens her mouth, it's going to tell any kind of story. It's this one time at band camp. It's funny, especially toward the end of it when she says what she did with the flute.
Oh jeez. Don't remind me of the very. I'm not going to even say anymore. I'm going there. Nope, not even going there. I'll tell you off stream.
Oh, goodness.
Finish print because Jimmy's over here killing me.
Aaron knows.
Oh gosh. No, I think it's going pretty good actually. A slight bit of warping on the end is fine, but
Are you printing artillery over there on the artillery?
printing Mouse Pistol from Firefly.
Ah.
You can't take sky from me. Love that show.
Never seen it.
It was good. The main problem is when it aired, Fox did a horrible job of airing it, so they did all the episodes out of order, so it had no continuity. And then to make it worse, they did it at a horrible time slot that nobody watched, like late at night or something. And the thing was, there were a lot of people who ended up watching it and loved it, but then Fox killed it early, and it could have been a really, really good show.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people balk at the fact that it was supposed that the theme was a science fiction western. But the way that they did it actually made it really interesting because they had in a science fiction-ish setting, but they had it more with like a western gunslinging style. And actually combining those two tropes worked really, really well. And the funny thing is they actually shot some of the scenes about half an hour from where I grew up. So I'm watching the show like, oh, that's Paramount Ranch. I know where that is. And a couple of other spots. And I'm like, cool.
Heath wants to know if we can put the camera close to the Vinci.
Yes, I can do this for you, Heath. Just for you.
I'll move the screen so you can see it, so you can see what you're doing.
No, I don't need to see what I'm doing. I'm going to stick my head in front of it. Everybody get, ooh, that's pretty sweet, Ron. That is really sweet. I still need to watch the movie, though. I saw it went up on, I think,
You want
YouTube.
me to zoom in or something?
I was just going to drag it forwards.
Oh. I said something wrong. Pretty good when I see that.
There we go. Can y'all see it better? Y'all seeing that? Y'all getting that? Oh, have I showed you the video where somebody was poking fun at the Betty Jim Baker, and at the end, they took some audio of him going, y'all getting that?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know how much you love Jim Baker.
No, I do not.
I know. That's why I know you about him. Dude is sadly such a crook, it's not even funny. Yeah, Jimmy has another camera, but he's not using it right now.
Well, it's got a fisheye lens anyway. I need to get another one of these cameras. What I need.
Oh, you need me to buy you another Logitech camera?
Yeah, what is this? I get one.
Yeah.
I think that's what would be nice for overhead.
Yeah. Too bad they don't make ones that actually have like a physical zooming lens on them.
Dude, look what you did, man.
Oh. I'm not going to be surface the table now.
Ah, you scratched it. Oh. What is on that that's scratching? It's got to be, oh, it's from this thing dragging, isn't it? Or from the power supply.
Oh, it's probably from the power supply.
It just completely scraped that. That's almost to the wood.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, I guess Old English one is somewhere, don't I?
Probably. I'll dig it out.
That's all right. We'll deal with it another time. Okay, now we're finally up on the stovepipe now.
That's where it gets tricky. That is make or break. Well, now we know to put some neoprene or something on the underside so they don't scratch the living dickens out of your table.
You do cameras now, you're famous. No, I'm not. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Somebody was asking how the printer was doing out of curiosity.
What's that symbol on your cell phone case? Oh no, that was Tracy's symbol on there, wasn't it? Artillery symbol.
On there.
IP webcam. That's a good idea.
No, that print looks really good. I'm impressed.
This one pillar on this side at the back, I see something that looks like a little bit of a discrepancy on the door jamb. Looks like it's a little bit off, but yeah, the outside edge looks perfectly straight.
I mean, honestly, for a sliced it up, haven't tweaked anything on it, that's still impressive.
I literally took the Tevo Tarantula profile. I just took it and just went with it.
I mean, you could probably shorten the Bowden tube by that much, and it would probably help.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious, because that Bowden tube, the trick is to run it to the maximum extent on the left-hand side. See how, I mean, you don't want to kink, but if the shorter your Bowden is, the better it works, especially on 1.75.
What she said.
Just like I thought.
Flaring it out now, man. Flaring it out.
No, guys, seriously, I'm actually really impressed with that print. I seriously am. That is impressive.
Now, you notice it doesn't look like it stringed as bad on this one as it did on the previous one. Because there's a lot more stringing on this one and that door jamb than what on this one. And this was at 0.2 layer height, too.
And considering it's a volcano, which doesn't work so well for detail, because it's...
Is this a volcano?
That's a volcano, because it's vertical.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, personally, on a smaller machine, I think a volcano should be an optional item. I think it should have a regular style. For the artillery, having the volcano is nice because you can print big stuff fast.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that 0.8 millimeter nozzle in there.
Oh, yeah. You should just like...
That's going to be a really rapid prototyping on that.
You should seriously do like a large helmet or something with it.
Actually, that's what I want to do. I want to do a helmet.
That would be sick.
Okay, so I think it's coming toward the end. Coming toward the end. Oh, yeah. Hear it?
Oh, it even brought it forwards. Wait, let me try adjusting the lighting in here real quick.
Well, it's that screen throwing everything off. Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I was going to kill the...
Throw on the black light. Let's really get it glowing.
How's that looking?
Turn off the other ones just to go to the black light. Oh, never mind. It's not glowing like I thought it would.
No.
Can you see the layer lines in it? Actually, you know what? Let's kill the part of the printer.
Yeah.
So we can turn the extra little light off.
There we go.
Okay, can you get the camera a little bit closer or something so they can see it a little bit
Well, I'm
better?
not going to scratch your cable anymore, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you can pull it. I don't care.
No, I feel bad already.
That's still blown out. Go ahead and turn the light on.
How's that?
It's a little bit blurry, but...
I think we're just out of the focal range.
Yeah.
Here, let me pop it off the bed.
You need a...
Yeah.
An official Build Tech spatula.
I'll give it a few minutes. It's still stuck really well. I don't want to tear the fake tack.
I don't think it's fake tack. It said 3M on the back of it whenever I put it on there.
I've seen fake tack that says 3M on the back.
Oh, really?
Anybody can buy that adhesive. They don't sell it exclusively just to Build Tack. That's your spool holder shaking.
Earthquake!
Yeah, that's how you go to check up on me after I've been sick for a week. Oh, let me just fake an earthquake over here.
Yeah, I went up to the motorhome the other day, and I'm like, I start shaking it. I'm like, earthquake! Don't scare like that. I'm like, what? Does earthquakes announce themselves?
Well, in Salinas, they do.
Chuck would be proud. Chuck would be proud. Just don't kill yourself with that.
Now I'm just seeing if I can get one edge to come on up, but no, that thing is well. It's stuck on there. Give it a few minutes to chill out. I seriously don't want to rip your fake tack.
There we go. There you go.
Well,
Okay,
obviously it looks.
Need a little bit more light on that side because it's blown out over here. Yeah, there you can see some of the layer lines.
Yeah, Steven. Actually, Salinas was on an episode of Cops once.
Phil, they had us on live PD there for the longest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, that must have been exciting.
Yeah, they say the cops actually started taking care of some stuff once they started being on TV.
Oh, really? That's a radical idea.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're on TV and things start getting done finally. Like, huh, they didn't do that before.
How many episodes were on Kern Street?
Probably a few. I don't know. I never watched it. I just was on the news about it. Well, hold on to the camera so everybody can see, man. Gotta be able to show off those. Okay, there's the original. That's the one that printed the first time. And see how those lines are on the side of it? Little globs here and there. And then at the very top, it stopped extruding. It just clogged up. But notice the stringing in the door jamb there. And then that's the newest one. I still see a ripple in it, but it's not as pronounced. Do you see any globs on it?
Yeah, there's a little right there.
It's actually in the same spot as the other one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it part of it?
Actually, it's not a glob. It's a retraction mark.
Okay.
So well, yeah, because on the other one, there's what looks like some barnacles down there, and that's just retraction marks.
Okay.
So there is a little bit of wobble in it on there, but it's not horrible, but it's not great. And then this is what he was mentioning. There is a little bit of a line up in that area. I'm trying to tweak the lighting so it makes it more visible. But, I mean, it would honestly be interesting to take one of those floating coupler things that Artillery designed and pop it on here and do the same print and see if it makes any difference or not.
Yeah.
Because I'm genuinely curious if it makes any sizable difference, or if that issue is something else, say a ding in the extrusion or a bad wheel or a kinked lead screw, or I don't know. But Steven, it was sliced with Cura, the same profile for just a regular Tornado.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy there. Not been tweaked or tuned or anything like that. But no, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, at least it completed, unlike the first one.
It completed, and it actually did a decent job. It's not perfect, but for the price point, it printed.
Rick says, "Use a hammer. It's a boat. Use a hammer."
Jeez, Rick.
Don't want to shine a black light where Jimmy's been sitting looking on the computer. That's Calvin's laptop.
Jeez. I think I'm still blowing dust out of the thing from Grandma's house.
Oh man. Wait, you want to readjust the camera a little bit?
Yes. Your DP will do that.
DP.
Director of photography.
There you go. That's high enough. I'm behind a rail. You got one eye. I got two eyes. Okay. Where are you gonna sit now?
Okay, I'm just gonna stand over here so y'all can see my arm. Well, they're also seeing part of the stupid monitor.
I know. What's up with that?
We are so professional over here.
Of course we are, man.
You know, seeing all your junk in the corner and.
Oh, my junk in the trunk?
Yeah. Oh, there's my safety glasses.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Now you look like you're working in the shop.
Welcome back to my laboratory where safety is #1 priority.
Wait, that's not Electro Boom.
Huh?
Who does that?
I think Crazy Russian Hacker. Look at that trash on that table. Look at that trash on that table.
Not my fault. Yeah, check out the Mega God Genius pants over here did by accident.
What's that?
Aaron's pointing out the Mega God Genius pants pulled off.
Yeah, that's it's deep.
That hurts a lot.
Where's that? I saw some of that.
It's over here.
Is it over there?
Yeah.
I gotta get it right there. I'm just curious if it makes it look a little bit better.
Well, it's an epoxy finish, I think. So dump it on there. Right on.
Let's see if that is any good. If not, I mean, I can always sand it. I'm thinking about sanding it down anyway and refinishing it. Oh yeah, that fixes it. That's fine. Look at that. Look at that.
Jimmy rig.
That's not bad at all. Look at that. It disappeared, man.
Close enough.
Yeah. Good enough for me.
All right, I'm gonna go water a tree.
Oh God.
I've been holding
That poor tree.
I've been holding it in for way too long.
That looks better. That's good enough. Nothing like a little bit of old English. That looks better. That sit overnight, wipe it down again, it'll all be good. Should I end it now or should I wait for Calvin to get back? It is officially. He won't be long. Jimmy from the hood of them glasses. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I just had to get him a new pair of safety glasses today, in fact, because mine that I've had for the last year finally met their demise the other day. Wipe some OxyClean on it. So you have a printing business or just for fun? Mainly for fun. YouTube videos mainly. I do some stuff on the side, but not very much, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What did I miss
You know I do all kinds of stuff on the side, Calvin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're making it worse by saying it like that.
That's the whole point. It's payback.
Well, get there so people see you. Get ready to end this thing, man. I can't end it with your hand in the shot. Dad needs to see the proof of life here, man.
Next morning, well, this episode of Live PD, we have some crackhead here who died in a camper somewhere. Oh, never mind.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's go ahead and call it. Y'all good?
Yeah, this has been a disaster.
Actually, it was pretty good.
We didn't get around to the fan, though.
No, it didn't. I did pick up these 24-volt blowers because I want to put some kind of a fan.
You can't see it. The bar was blocking it.
Nothing like the bar blocking me. So these 24-volt blowers, I want to put one of them so point at that circuit board and cool it. But that'll be another video. We'll do that another day because I'll probably need a 3D print something for it to attach to it.
Probably.
It'll be cool. It'll be awesome.
Just like you.
You're right.
Peter.
Oh, goodness.
Been fun.
Yeah, it's been good. Rick's got it right. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bed bugs bite. If they do, bite them back. Guys, thank you for watching. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one.
Good fun.